Good evening. My name is Kenneth Poindexter, and today we're going to be talking about the BP Husky, Oregon chemical release and fire. Overview of accident. On September 20th, 2022, a vapor cloud ignited, causing a flash fire at the BP Husky refinery. The vapor cloud formed when two employees released flammable liquid naphtha from a pressurized vessel to the ground. Two employees were fatally injured in the process. It also caused over $597 million worth of damage. Over 23,000 pounds of naphtha was released during the event. Nothing offsite was reported. As of today, this is the largest fatal incident at a BP-originated petroleum refinery since the fatal accident at the BP Texas City refinery in 2005. These specific vessels usually only contain fuel vapors for furnaces and boilers. However, the vessel filled with liquid naphtha when an upstream tower overflowed naphtha into a vapor bypass line directly to the vessel. The upstream tower overflowed liquid naphtha through the vapors bypass line after a board operator opened a closed valve, sending the liquid naphtha to the tower operating in a vapor-only mode. Other refinery units had been shut down that morning due to the issue of a loss of containment. There were no precaution measures being taken, and workers were not properly prepared to handle this type of situation. There were events leading up to this incident that led the facility to an abnormal refinery status. This was a series of events that trickled into a catastrophic event. Three main issues that started this are water overflow crude 1 naphtha hydrotreater, crude 1 tower process upsets, crude 1 tower feed changes, high level and crude 1 overhead accumulator drum. Then lastly, absorber stripper tower overflowed gas mix drum, furnaces, and boilers. Directly before the incident, the fuel gas mix drum began to increase. The board operator noticed the distributed control system alarm going off and radioed outside operators to check the levels. Unbeknownst to them, another operator trainee had already began releasing the liquid, creating the hazardous environment. As you can see pictured here, this is the explosion in the facility. OSHA process safety management elements. Within the elements, there are 14 that directly apply. Employee participation, process safety information, process hazard analysis, operating procedures, employee training, contractor training, pre-startup safety review, mechanical integrity, hot work permit, management of change, incident investigation, emergency planning and response, compliance audits, and trade secrets. And of the 14 elements, the ones highlighted are the ones that directly apply to the incident we have before us. Process safety management element issues report reference. The main contributing elements to this incident were 1. The refinery's failure to implement effective preventive safeguards for the overflow of towers and vessels and various pieces of equipment. 2. The refinery's failure to implement a shutdown or hot circulation through the use of stop work authority or otherwise. 3. The refinery's ineffective policies, procedures, and practices to avoid and control abnormal situations. 4. The refinery's alarm system, which flooded operators with alarms throughout the day, resulting in poor decision making. And lastly, 5. The refinery's failure to learn from the previous incidents. Explanation of process safety management element issues. The 5 most important PSMs I chose are process hazard analysis, operating procedures, employee training, mechanical integrity, and emergency planning and response. The failure to implement effective preventative safeguards, ineffective policies, procedures, and practices led to failures. These incidents are related to process hazard analysis, operating procedures, employee trainings, and emergency planning and response. While the refinery's alarm system, which flooded operators with alarms throughout the day, resulting in poor decision making, would be directly related to mechanical integrity. Summary. In conclusion, the process safety management elements were lacking in many phases of operation within the BP Husky facility disaster. When applying this scenario to all industry practices, it just reiterates the importance of establishing a good process safety management system and ensuring you include all elements to the best of your abilities. When done correctly, incidents like this can be avoided, documented, and applied in training to ensure all workers are prepared and can see the signs of impending hazards. These are my APA references. Thank you.